In this short video, I will explain how to define organization standards in the TruckScience app. The app already verifies your designs against regulatory limits, dictated by the jurisdiction your vehicle will operate in, and ratings defined by the original equipment manufacturer or chassis OEM. Defining organization standards ensures that your designs also comply with the best practices adopted by your organization.
Let's say you have a rule of thumb in your organization that stipulates that the front axle must carry at least 20% of the gross weight. Since this is not covered by the chassis ratings or regulations, we add it as an organization standard. To define organization standards, select the settings icon in the toolbar at the top right of your screen. Then select Dashboard. Choose one or more items from the Organization Standards list and define the minimum or maximum, that is, the upper or lower bounds, or both, for each of these. In this example, we define acceptable ranges for the frontal area of the vehicle, as well as the percentage of gross weight carried on the front axle. We specify a minimum frontal area of 70 feet squared and a maximum of 100. And we define a range of between 20 and 40% for the percentage of gross weight carried on the front axle. Note that you can define up to 5 organization standards, and any organization standards you define here will be applied to all future calculations until you change your settings again here. To temporarily disable an organization standard, simply uncheck its corresponding checkbox. Your designs will not be validated against that rule until the checkbox is checked again in future. Select OK to save your organization standards. Your configuration's compliance with the selected organization standards is indicated by a tick or cross beside Organization Standards on the compliance dashboard. If Organization Standards is marked with the green tick, your configuration complies with all selected organization standards. Note what happens when we move the body towards the rear of the chassis. As you'd expect, weight is transferred from the front axle to the rear axle. The gross weight on the front axle decreases, and the gross weight on the rear axle increases. As soon as the gross weight on the front axle drops below 20%, that is, the lower limit of the organization standard we defined earlier, a red X appears beside Organization Standards on the compliance dashboard, indicating that your configuration does not comply with one or more of your rules. Because I have already added gross weight on the front axle as a favorite measurement, I can see what the problem is. Click through the Organization Standards link to review which standards are not being adhered to. Sure enough, the gross weight carried on the front axle does not fall within our acceptable range of between 20 and 40%. As the body is moved forward again, the percentage of gross weight on the front axle increases above 20%, and the green tick reappears.
The app already verifies your designs against regulatory limits, dictated by the jurisdiction your vehicle will operate in, and ratings defined by the original equipment manufacturer or chassis OEM. Defining organization standards ensures that your designs also comply with the best practices adopted by your organization. If you have any questions regarding organization standards in the TruckScience app, please reach out via our in-app chat. Thank you for watching.